Hey guys, so today I'm gonna do my May wrap up, and I'm sorry if I'm like, I don't know, I do weird things. I'm really tired. I worked 10 to like 5 something today. I was supposed to work till 6, but my boss told me I could go home early if I wanted to, because we kind of already did all the stuff earlier this week, because we had, our power went out at work, so there was like a day where one day we didn't get to work, and then the next day they were like switching the power from the generator to the main source, and so we couldn't actually have our kiosk open, so we had to do a bunch of cleaning. So most of the cleaning got done, so I didn't have that much to do today, so I left an hour early. So but it's fine, it's good. I had permission, so it's good. But anyway, so I'm like really tired for some reason. I don't know, like I feel like I slept good last night. I went to bed at like 12:30, somewhere around in there, and I mean I slept until like 8:30. So I should have gotten enough sleep, but I just feel so tired, like I want to take a nap, and I hate naps. Like I hate them. So but anyway, I'm going to do my May wrap up. I read a total of 14 things in the month of May, which it's not the 26 I wanted to read, but it's okay. And I definitely deviated from my TBR, but that's just what I do. I'm not good with TBRs. I suck with TBRs. I'm doing the emoji-thon right now, and I've already changed 3 things on my TBR already, and it's the second day. I am ridiculous. And I kind of want to vlog it. I always want to vlog. The thing is, I always forget to upload the vlogs. So then I just have a bunch of videos on my phone that I haven't uploaded, and it makes me really angry. And I don't know. I might try, but I'm gonna have to upload every clip as soon as I get done for me to be able to do it. So I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but I am doing good on the emoji-thon. Already completed 1 book. So yeah, awesome. Okay, anyway, let's get to the May wrap-up and stop. Let's have me stop, do stupid stuff. Okay, the first thing I read in the month of May was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I was really anticipating this book, like a lot, and it was really, really good. I had so many feelings while I was reading this, and I was like screaming and like freaking out, and I'm pretty sure at one point I was like literally telling my boyfriend everything that was going on because I was so freaked out and everything, and of course he doesn't know anything about this, so he's just like, okay, yeah, sure, and I'm just it was really good. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I'm so happy with how everything turned out, and like I'm so happy. I'm so ready for like the next book, which it's gonna be the next books are gonna be companions, so they're not actually gonna this is like the concluding book to like Faye Sand's story, but the companion books are gonna follow like side characters, and I am like, I really want one that's just all about Nesta. Like that's all I want. I love Nesta so much. She is my baby, and I love her. And I want one all about her. Like, that's what I want. So, yeah. 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. And I'm just so happy. I cried, like, so many times during this book. Like, it was, like, an emotional roller coaster. Now, some of these books I did get from the library, so I don't have them, and I'm sorry. But the next book I read was A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. I actually gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, which is kind of rare for me, but, I don't know, just, like, it was weird, and it wasn't, like, the weird that I, like. It was, like, the weird that, like, it's just not, it's weird, like, in a bad way, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, I did enjoy some aspects. I feel like I'd like the next book better than this one, because just how this one was like setting everything up and like explaining all the stuff and everything, whereas the next one will just be like, jumping straight in and like going on with the story. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna like the next one's better, because I wasn't the biggest fan of A Great and Terrible Beauty. Yeah. It also took me a little bit to get through. I don't know, and I found at times, like, I wanted to just put it down and say, fuck it, but I was just like, a lot of people like this, they must like it for a reason, I'm just gonna power on through, so I did. So, yeah. Anyway. The next book I read was Queens of Geek by Jen Wild, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. This was fantastic. Like, it's all about, like, this convention and about people that are just like me, they're so nerdy. And, like, Felicia Day is mentioned in this, like, so many times, and I can't tell you how happy it makes my heart, because I love Felicia Day so much. And I've actually been fortunate enough to have met her. I met her a couple years ago when I was in Santa Fe at George R. R. Martin's theater. And she was doing a signing for her book, You're Always Weird on the Internet, almost. And so she signed my book, and it was really great experience. And I got to, like, tell her, because, like, in her memoir, it talks about how hard it was for her to actually do the show The Guild that's on Netflix. And that's, like, one of my all-time favorite shows. Like, I could literally rewatch that show, like, over and over and over and over, and I mean, like, back to back to back, and I practically do. Like, I just love it that much. And I was just explaining to her, like, I was just thanking her and explaining to her how much it meant to me, and that I really appreciate that she, went through with it, and that she finished it and everything, because it means so much to me as a person and as a gamer and all those things. And she gave me a great hug, and and she thanked me for saying those things, and just she's just so awesome. So I was just excited to see how much she's mentioned in here. Like, one of the main characters, she's asked, like, what her most current read was, and it was You're Almost Weird on the Internet, almost, by Felicia Day, and it just made me happy. So, yeah, but I really enjoyed this book. I love the positive bisexual rep that is in here. Just, like, hallelujah. Love, 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 love. So freaking good. Everybody go read this. It's amazing. I love it. One more thing. Okay, so, like, everybody on BookTube always talks about, like, tea and stuff, and I love tea, but I live in Texas, and and here tea is cold and it's sweet. So I just don't understand people that like hot tea. It doesn't taste good. It's so nasty. Because I've had it before, and it's just so bitter and disgusting, and I don't like it. I mean, to each their own, but, like, yeah, but I have to get it from my dad, because we don't have, like, purified water here where I live, so just because, like, our sink faucet is, like, weird and you can't put a thingy on it, so anyway. Okay, on with the wrap-up. Enough distractions. The next book I read was from the library as well. It was on, like, Hoopla, and it's Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the second book in the Naturals series, and I read this in, like, the span of, like, I don't know, 12 hours or something like that. I was, like, really into it, because it was, like, really good and, like, really freaky, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was just fantastic, and I love that we get more of a backstory on the characters and get to learn more about, like, where they came from and why they're in the Naturals program, why they are there and what happened in their past that, makes them so good at what they are good at. And I just really, really enjoyed that. I actually had a lot of 5-star reads this month. Dang. Okay. The next book I read was on my Kindle, and it's More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. And I am so happy that I finally decided to pick this up because it was so good. I did not expect it to be what it was, and I was so happy with how it turned out. Like, it was so good, and like I now understand the obsession with like Adam Severa and his books because I want to read all of his books for the rest of time. Like, that's what I want to do. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I need to read History Is All You Left Me, but I'm more excited about They Both Die at the End because that fucking title and like the synopsis and just everything about it. Like, as soon as it was announced that he was writing a book called They Both Die at the End, I was like, I am going to get it. I don't care if I don't read any of the other books, I'm reading that one. But now I've read More Happy Than Not, and I want to read all of his books, and it's awesome. So, yeah. The next book I the next book I read was The Love Interest by Cal Dietrich. I don't know how to say this name, I'm sorry. But this I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was it was pretty good, but I did have some problems with it, like the writing. There's just some awkward phrases and just awkward things that are, it's awkward how some things are said and put together and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, the plot was super interesting, the story was great, I really enjoyed the characters, but there were definitely like some things that made it a little like, but I still really enjoyed this, and I'm happy that I read it. And it is really good, like, in the fact that, like, I like that it takes a trope and kind of, like, turns it on its head, how there's, like, two guys fighting for the attention of a girl, but the two guys end up falling for each other. And I enjoyed that aspect of this, and, yeah, so... The next thing I read was Orange. You guys, you need to go read this if you haven't read it. Everybody needs to read this. Like, every single person needs to read this manga series because it will change you. Like, oh my god. But yeah, I read volume 4 and 5. And I gave them both 5 out of 5 stars, and just all of the things, and just, you all should go read it, and then you should talk to me about it, because it's so great, and it's just so awesome. And I'm definitely gonna, like, look up the author of this and see what other works they have, because I feel like I would enjoy a lot of their stuff, so, yeah. Alright, the next thing I read was Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. That's the first book in the Lux series, and I was, like, having a hard time deciding what I wanted to read. I kept picking stuff up and then not being into it, and then I finally just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try this out. And then I started reading it, and I was just in it. Like, I really enjoyed it. I really like how the main character is, how she's a book blogger. That just makes her a lot more relatable, and I enjoyed it. And Damon is really cool, and yeah, I like it. But I still prefer Damon from the Vampire Diaries, because he's like 5,000% better. Anyway, but no, I did really enjoy that book, and I'm happy that I finally read it, and I will be continuing with the series. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read, you guys. Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Second book in the Dark Artifice series, and oh my god, kill me fucking now. Like, that's how I feel about this book. That is all of my feelings right there. Obviously I gave it 5 out of 5, but like that fucking ending tore me apart. Like, I literally was like, no, I had to restrain myself from throwing this goddamn thing across the room because I was so upset. Just, but this was like, an amazing, amazing book, and Cassandra Clare just keeps on rocking it out, and I'm just... And everybody's like griping because we don't get the third book until 2019, because next year there's going to be one of the Last Hours books is coming out, and everybody's like, no. But I am so excited for the Last Hours because Matthew freaking Fairchild. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for Matthew. Oh my god, I loved him in that novella from the Shadowhunters Academy. Those novellas, there's a novella that's all about him, and I'm just like, I am dying for it. Like, I feel like I've been waiting for the Last Hours for forever, and I'm so excited. Like, I mean, I love this series, and I want to get the next book in this, but I'm cool waiting till 2019, because I'm just so excited about the Last Hours, you guys. Like, I'm just so happy. And plus, we get to see more Will Herondale. Why is everybody complaining? Like, hello, what is wrong with you people? So, yeah, I don't get why everybody's bitching, because, like, Will Herondale and Matthew Fairchild and all of the amazing peoples. Like, stop complaining. Anyway. Alright, so, yeah, the next ones I got from the library, so I don't have them to show you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep coughing. My throat is so dry. So the next book I read was Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer, which is the graphic novel series that's going to be following Aiko from Lunar Chronicles, and it was really, really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I read it in a day, and I thought it was great. I was so happy to see all of the characters again, and I found it really helpful to, like, see what Wolf actually looks like, because it's really hard to picture him in your head. So it was really beneficial to see what he looks like in a graphic novel. So, yeah. And, yeah, I just enjoyed having all my characters back together again. I enjoyed having Aiko as, like, our front runner, and I'm excited for the next volume. Okay. The next three things I read are all part of the same series. I read Full Metal Alchemist Volume 4, 5, and 6. And I gave all of them 4 out of 5 stars. And let me tell you that this is probably going down as one of my favorite manga series ever, because it's just so good. And it's so witty, and I love Al and Ed. They are so funny, and they're so great, and I love them as characters, and I just love them, and I just want them to be happy, and I just want Al to get his body back, and that's all I want. So yeah, that's my incredibly long May wrap up. Sorry that it takes so long. Sorry for all the coughing. But yeah, so that's all I read in the month of May, and I will see you guys later.